Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ninja Saltman, Ninja Umber Palito, however you prefer it. Today I want to be talking about some moves with some weapons in some movies and some series. First of all, I'm going to talk about the moves with swords, because a lot of times in movies or in series you see that they kind of attack at the air in between both opponents instead of attacking at each other. Where I think that comes from, to cut some slack to the movies and series and their makers mainly. Sometimes, for example, someone attacks and someone defends, then both swords are seen in between both people. Then they parry and attack, and the other one might stop it, and again the swords are found in between the two people. And so if you kind of do it, constantly, it might seem that way, and maybe that's how they got the wrong idea. What else? Oh yeah, the back grip. Time for me to say what I think about the back grip. Honestly, I'm gonna say something that I don't think that I think few people have said before. The back grip is very good in a defensive way. It's easy to block whatever's coming straight forward. High, block the sides. Yeah, even high. But for attacking, I don't think it's so good. And I don't feel this grip as strong as this grip. I feel that if someone parried like this, then this weapon could fall out of my hand. And I also find it harder to strike like that than to like that. And yeah, this to thrust would also be harder, in my opinion. And now what I really want to talk about: the loss of swinging around of weapons, and if that's really effective or not. The answer, I'm going to give it with my testimony. When I started using this, even before I had this, and now that I have it, I do practice with it sometimes, the way that I showed in my other video, except that I use it as a staff instead of a double-bladed sword. But still, and I can even spin it. I just hope that I don't break that fan again. Well, I didn't break it, but I bent it. And then I bent it back into place. Oh, anyway, I hope I don't damage it, or the roof, or the floor. I'm going to have to be pretty careful. Can I do it pretty fast? Well, this is about as fast as I can do it. So yeah, let's talk about that move first. With this one I can do it a little bit faster, I think. Whoa, suddenly lost my head for a moment. Wow, I don't know. I'm a little bit, I think I'm a little dizzy. Let's see. That's about as fast as I can do it. So, yeah, some people say, first, okay, we got plenty of time. Not much time, but plenty. So, some people say that doing that, you could block bullets. That is absurd. A bullet is very small. Even the bullet is going very fast. So it could pass like 100 times before the thing even gets to position where it could block the bullet. Besides, the bullet is very small, even if they were both traveling at the same speed, it'd be pretty hard to time it correctly. So there's that. It doesn't block bullets. What about arrows? Can it block arrows? Well, an arrow is longer, which means that there's more time for this to get there and block it. An arrow is also traveling slower. But with all that, I gotta say no. Even like that, it would be pretty hard for this to block the arrow. It'll probably make it through before this can block it. And now, is there anything that is slow enough for this to block it? Swords, spears, punches. If you're doing this, it's not... Well, if you're doing it better than me, it's... Yeah, you see. I'm dizzy. I'm clumsy today. If you're doing this, it's not very easy to be able to punch through it, thrust through it, whether it's with a spear or a sword, without it touching the arm, the sword, or the spear. But there's a problem. This, if you're just spinning it, it doesn't have strength. It doesn't have much force. So even if someone does manage, even if it does manage to touch someone, it's not going to block. It's not going to have enough force to push it away, be it punch, sword, or spear. Is this good for anything? Yes, coordination, familiarization with your weapon. I guess I still need to familiarize with you more. Huh? Well, anyway. By the way, that was a joke. You were supposed to. Don't take it like I'm crazy or anything. How much time we have? Alright. What I really want to talk about is moves like this. And like this. And stuff like that. Is that effective? And the answer to that, actually to answer that, I'm going to tell my testimony. I made this out of a cue that I found in the garbage. It was 1 out of 3. One of them unscrews, but it's shorter than this, is like this short. The other one, I made it into that with a broomstick I had. And this is the third one. I made it with a machete. And clack. Then I took the rubber that was on this part, and because I didn't need it there anymore, I put it here with a screw. Made a nice cane. Not nice enough. I'm gonna have to glue this later there so it's more comfortable, because otherwise it just hurts the hand a little. Or I could put a ball there. Well, anyway, I have it. And while it might hurt the hand a little, it doesn't hurt a lot, and it's pretty good. But I'm not interested in it just as a tool, but also, and more so, as a weapon. Let's see. Alright. As a weapon. So I thought to myself, if I want to have this as a weapon, and I want to use it to its full potential as a weapon, then I got to familiarize with it. And so, at the time I didn't think this moves could be good for anything. At the time I didn't think this moves could be good for anything. But as I started practicing, the first thing I noticed was this actually helps me have more control over my weapon. I can get it from here to here. I can get it from here, here, here. I can move it pretty easily. It also gives me a sense of how much force the weapon is carrying. And also you can handle it, feel how to handle it, feel how to change position of your hand and all that. I started realizing, yeah, it's actually good for something to do those moves. And let's see. Hope I'm not taking too long. But then I started practicing, what if someone attacked me? And I thought, alright, if someone attacked me with a sword at the foot, okay, well, maybe today people don't use swords. That's not the reason why I'm practicing with it anyway. But they still use bats or crowbars. What if someone tried to hit me in the knee? I could do this. Whoa. Not convinced? Let me try a little faster. Somebody tries to hit me in the knee, I could do this. And then I realized, whoa, this is not only a good block for my knee. I'm still doing it slow because, hello, everything around me. I'm being careful. I could do this. It also blocks to the knee, thrust to the body, to the hand, by the side, or I could use it in different ways to block many other attacks. Now, I realized it doesn't just block, but also it's easy to redirect and turn an attack. And then I realized, whoa, so yeah. But thinking more about the defensive form, I thought, if I'm doing this, the person will have to take another second to attack, because if they just attack blindly, I could block it. However, doing this constantly becomes uncomfortable, patternized, so the person can identify an attack. So, to get comfortable again, I change. And then I'm doing it in the other direction, and then I change again. And so, right now, I could do it better, but you get the idea. Without this, I could block and attack, block, attack, and you get a better feel and a better manipulation of your own weapon. I started realizing that although these moves are actually very flashy, they're not just for show. And especially you see it with different martial arts. This way, even a belt. Because hey, if you have a belt, you attack, you miss, what are you going to do? You're just going to keep it there? Or you're going to keep moving it and swinging it to keep the person away while you get ready for your next attack? What do? Obviously, you keep swinging it. And this also comes a little bit from a very famous martial artist. I learned from his movies that you can turn almost anything into a weapon. Deodorant, you can throw it at the face. When you throw it, you follow by a fist. Same books, you saw the belt, bags, anything. Many things can be weapons, improvised weapons. If you know how to use it right, anything can be effective, and you see lots of flashy moves can actually be effective. So, that's what I have to say. Thanks for watching. Out of time.